Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast, where I'm myself tonight again. John's still not quite on the mend yet, but hopefully he'll be back for the post-match podcast tomorrow. So, hello again, everybody. Anyway, it's been a wee while since we've been on the podcast. We're here to discuss the Celtic game tomorrow. Celtic against Buckie Thistle at Celtic Park. Games live on the television. So, and that's a 4 o'clock kickoff. So that's on Viaplay, 4 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, Celtic versus Buckie Thistle. But before we go into that, we'll go into some Celtic rumours and news first. And before we even go into that, if I could ask you to, if you're watching this podcast, if you could share it with a friend or put it on Facebook and Twitter to help the channel out a wee bit, because we've had yet another strike on the channel. We'll go into that in a wee bit more detail when John's with us. But if you could just share the video or the podcast on Facebook and Twitter, or even just send it to a friend, that would be very much appreciated. We don't normally do that or ask you to do that, but if you could do that just this time for a couple of months till the strike is over, that would be appreciated. Anyway, moving on. Celtic news, gossip, and other stuff before we go into the preview. Iraq played Japan, and Iraq played Japan and a 2-1 win for Iraq. So it's looking as though Japan could be exiting the tournament early, if you like, which would be bad news for them, but good news for us Celtic supporters, because it means our boys would be coming home early from that competition. So Iraq 2, Japan 1. Japan not doing too well, and it would mean Maeda and Hatate could be back early. Bad news for Japan, as I say, but it'd be good to get our boys back that wee bit earlier, get them back into the squad, if you like. So just a wee bit of international news there. Fourth round of the Scottish Cup played earlier on today. A couple of wee shocks in there, just to keep you updated with that. It was Airdrie 1, St Johnstone 0, so the Premier League club getting knocked out by Airdrie. And another Premier League club that got knocked out was Ross County. They got beat 3-0 by Buckie Thistle. So Ross County out the cup as well. So results on the screen there, just for you to have a wee look at the day's results, and a couple of wee shocks in there as well. A wee bit of Celtic news, signing news, gossip, whatever. Girona interested in Matt O'Reilly. Obviously, these are just rumours, but I don't think Matt O'Reilly's going anywhere, to be honest with you. Knowing the January window anyway, but there's a wee bit of interest there. It's in the news, it's in the reports. Girona interested in Matt O'Reilly, but I think there's a few other clubs interested in Matt O'Reilly. But he's a Celtic player, he's on a long-term contract, and I think he's staying put. Moving on, Kyogo's birthday today. Happy birthday, Kyogo. 29 today. Many happy returns. Hope you enjoy your birthday, and you can celebrate that by banging in a couple of goals tomorrow against Buckie Thistle, hopefully. So, congratulations to Kyogo. Happy birthday. The strikers have been linked with Van Hooijdonk, Visgarden, the Hearts striker as well. But the most likely striker the Celtic are interested in, I think, is Visgarden. There seems to be a wee bit of movement with the Visgarden possible signing. So it looks like a no-no for Shankland, looks like a no-no for Van Hooijdonk, and I think Celtic are making some moves for Visgarden. So we'll keep a wee eye on that and see what happens over the next week or so with Visgarden. But that's the latest as regards to signing a striker. Earlier on today as well, back to the international stuff, we had South Korea playing Jordan. Obviously, South Korea, we've got a couple of our boys away there as well, Yang and O. It was a 2-2 draw. It finished South Korea 2, Jordan 2, and there was a no start for O. He didn't start the game, so and neither did Yang for that matter. So both our boys didn't start that game, and it finished in a 2-2 draw. So I suppose it's good that our players didn't start these games. It means there's less chance of our boys getting injured, if you like. So let's get into this game tomorrow. Celtic versus Buckie Thistle. It's good that the football's back into it. It's been a long wait. It's been a long wait for this football to return. Pulling my hair out, not that I had any to begin with, but it's back. It's back on Sunday, 4 o'clock kickoff. Celtic versus Buckie Thistle, Highland League opposition in the Scottish Cup. Shouldn't be any problems in this game, I don't think. It's, it's, it should be a bit of a walkover, if I'm going to be honest. But as I said in the last podcast, stranger things have happened. So let's have a look at it. Celtic versus Buckie Thistle. Carter Vickers is still injured. He picked up that hamstring injury in the Boxing Day fixture, and he's still not quite recovered from that. So no Carter Vickers for Sunday's game. And there's also no place for Kuhn in the team. Nicholas Kuhn. Brendan has already said that he'll not be anywhere near the game. So the new signing, Nicholas Kuhn, won't be even in the squad for the game on Sunday. So both Carter Vickers and Nicholas Kuhn won't be anywhere near the team on Sunday. But apart from that, I think we've got more or less a full squad, taking away the players away on international duty. So the game, as I say, is on Viaplay at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. After the game on Sunday, the draw for the next round, the fifth round of the Scottish Cup, will take place on BBC. So, as I say, the game's on Viaplay, 4 o'clock kick-off. A referee for the game on Sunday is Chris Graham. That's your man in the middle, Chris Graham. And I'm hearing, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm hearing that Buckie Thistle are going to be bringing 5,000 fans to the game on Sunday. So that's a great wee turnout if Buckie bring 5,000 fans. You know, that's more than any of the Premier League teams bring to Celtic Park. So if Buckie Thistle bring 5,000 fans, well done to them. Because that would be a great turnout for the Buckie Thistle fans if that's the case. So having a wee touch on the crowd tomorrow for the Celtic side of things. You know, Sunday late afternoon kick-off, freezing cold outside, miserable and wet. I think there'll be about 45,000 there tomorrow, and the game's on the television as well. Could be wrong, could be a full house because there's been no football for over 3 weeks, so a lot of people will be choking to see Celtic back in action again. So we'll keep an eye on the crowd tomorrow as well, but I think it'll be around 45,000. But if Buckie Thistle bring the 5,000 fans, well done to them. That's what I can say. Well done to them. As I said a couple of minutes ago as well, the draw for the next round of the Scottish Cup is after the Celtic game tomorrow. 8:15 the draw is on Sunday, and that's on BBC Scotland if anybody wants to watch it. The draw for the fifth round of the Scottish Cup, BBC Scotland, 8:15 on Sunday, and obviously we're hoping Celtic are in the next round, obviously. So let's have a wee look at my predicted lineup for the game on Sunday. This is just same old, isn't it? It's Alistair Johnson on the right, and Rocky with Scales in centre half. Taylor at left back, Callum McGregor in the sitting role, Matt O'Reilly and Bernardo push further up, and your forward three will be Palmer, Kyogo, and Liel Abada. So that's my predicted 11. If you think it's going to be different, if you think there's going to be any changes, just let me know in the comments section. But you think the starting 11 is going to be, or if you think there's going to be one or two wee changes there, just let me know in the comments section, and we'll get back to you with an answer. So that's my predicted lineup anyway. So let's go into some of the betting, if you like, because we always like to do a wee section on the betting and the Celtic fixtures in the preview podcast. So let's have a wee look at it. And obviously, the bookmakers are giving Celtic, total favourites to win this game, and they're giving Buckie Thistle no chance whatsoever. So Celtic 1-40 to win the game outright. The draw is 45-1, and Buckie Thistle win is 100-1. So that's your odds, your straight odds, if you like. Celtic win or a Buckie win. 100-1 Buckie, 1-40 Celtic, and the draw 45-1. before we go any further, if you do take any advice that I'm saying here and put bets on, just gamble responsibly, remember. So let's have a look at some of the correct score betting. We've got Celtic to win 4-0 is 7-1. Celtic to win 5-0 is also 7-1. Celtic to win 6-0 is 17-2. A 3-0 win for Celtic is 9-1, and a 7-0 win for Celtic is 12-1. So that's your betting on the correct score. I'll go into my my predicted score in a couple of minutes, but I think the score's going to be in a couple of minutes. But the Celtic's form going into the game on Sunday is quite good. Obviously, they've won their last 4 games. So we're going into this game on top form. We just came out of the winter break as well, so all the players will be relaxed and ready for this game. So yeah, I don't see there being any issues tomorrow at all. Teams on form, teams at the top of the league. We're playing a lower league opposition. I just don't see there being any issues at all. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully we just cruise through this when we come out of the game with no injuries as well. So my predicted score for the game on Sunday is a 7-0 win for Celtic. Put in the comments what you think. Your predicted score is going to be. Tell me what you think in the comment section, what you think the score is going to be, and we'll read the predictions out in the post-match podcast tomorrow. So that just about wraps up the game for Sunday. Anyway, that's there's nothing else we can really talk about. It's lower league opposition. We've went through the odds. We've went through the team. We've went through the predictions. Good luck to Celtic tomorrow anyway, because it's these ties can sometimes be a wee bit tricky. So just go out there tomorrow, do a professional job, and get yourselves into the 5th round draw for the Scottish Cup. That's all we're looking for, and it'll be good to see the boys back on Sunday as well, and then we're back into league action as well later on in the week. So let's go through some comments anyway. We'll park the game there just now. We'll do a post-match podcast tomorrow, and hopefully John will be back for that tomorrow. Let's go into some comments. Patrick McCauley says, throw Kuhn in at the deep end, onwards and upwards, and welcome to the Celtic family. Hail, hail. Well, we now know that Kuhn isn't going to be anywhere near the team on Sunday, Patrick. But yeah, welcome to the Celtic family. Indeed, this wee player looks like a decent winger, the right winger. It looks as though he's going to be a really decent player for Celtic. So yeah, welcome to the Celtic family. But unfortunately, he's going to be nowhere near the team on Sunday. Next comment. One club since 1888 says, a signing at last. 1 or 2 more quality players, please. Well, same old Celtic, isn't it? There's no more players signed since the arrival of Kuhn. But yeah, it was good to get a signing over the line. I suppose you're right, one club since 1888. It was good to get that signing over the line. But we do need 1 or 2 more signings, if you like. Maybe a goalkeeper, maybe another left back as backup. I don't know. Where else? Another striker. It'd be just good to see another few more quality signings coming into the club. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Who we should be signing, and what positions we should be strengthening as well. Just leave a comment, and I'll get back to you on that. Next comment is James Doran. James says, Kuhn looks like a promising player, and I think he will come on in the second half of the Buckie Thistle game on Sunday. Well, yet again, obviously we didn't know this at the time, but James Kuhn isn't available for the game on Sunday, as I've said earlier. So yeah, it would have been nice to see him. It would have been nice to see what he could have offered. I don't know why he isn't available for the game. I don't know if he's got a slight knock, or Brendan just doesn't want to risk him, or what. I don't know. Don't know the reason why he's going to be nowhere near the game on Sunday, but I'm sure he'll be available for the next game Celtic play. Okay, moving on. Fishing Stevie says, Jinky was my footballing hero. Great prize for any Celtic fan. Wow. Yeah, great prize, Jimmy Johnson. That's this week's competition. Haven't even mentioned that yet, actually. This week's competition. This is our last chance to enter, folks. Last chance to enter. We've got the competition this week. What minute will the first goal be scored against Buckie Thistle on Sunday? We're looking for the minute and the seconds, remember, because it gives you a better chance of winning the prize. Up to 5 guesses each, and leave your guesses in the comments section, folks. It's as simple as that. Nothing else. Just all we're looking for is the first minute. Sorry, the minute of the first goal and the seconds as well, if you don't mind, and you could win the wee Jinky Johnson Celtic frame print brilliant prize. Wee Jimmy Johnson, outstanding player. If Nicholas Kuhn is even half the player Jinky was, we've got a player in there on our hands, eh? Okay, moving on. Back to the comments. We've got Wee Chill. Wee Chill says 20 million for Cameron Carter-Vickers, but only sell if he wants to go, though. Yeah, that was earlier on in the week. There was links to a possibility of Cameron Carter-Vickers leaving the club. Thankfully, there's been no more links to Cameron Carter-Vickers leaving Celtic as the week went on. But there is some interest in Cameron there. So Wee Chill says 20 million. You know, I think he's worth more than 20 million. But tell me what you think in the comment section. 20 million for Cameron's not enough for me. I think we should be looking in the region of 25 to 30 million for Cameron Carter-Vickers. But Wee Chill thinks 20 million, but only if he wants to go. So tell me what you think in the comment section. What's he worth? And do you think there's a chance that Cameron Carter-Vickers will be leaving in January? Let us know in the comments. Next comment, and I'll make this the last comment, in fact. We would never sell a club for £1. Says Keller will cost too much and most likely Celtic won't sign him, and there is cheaper options out there. Keller, yeah, this is Keller, the number 2 goalkeeper for Liverpool, if you like. Half decent goalkeeper. I saw a few videos of him. He commanding in the box, a good height, good shot stopper. Yeah, he looks like a decent goalkeeper, Keller. We would never sell a club for £1. Thinks that it would cost too much. Well, initially he's coming to Celtic on loan with an option to buy, I'm hearing. So it would just be the loan fee we would need to pay, and obviously half his wages possibly. So we'll keep an eye on that one as the week goes on as well. Just keep an eye on it. It's another week into it, so we're still no signed anybody apart from Nicholas Kuhn. Hopefully by the end of next week there'll be another couple of bodies in the door. That's all I'll say on that matter. So thanks for your comments, everybody. Appreciate that. Thanks for your comments. Keep them coming in. We'll read out as many as we possibly can. And I'll just touch on the promotion one more time because I forgot to do it at the start of the podcast. Very simple. What minute will the first goal be scored on Sunday against Buckie Thistle? Whether it's Buckie, whether it's Celtic. We're just looking for the minute the first goal will be scored, the minute and the seconds. Up to 5 guesses each. And leave your guesses in the comment section as well. And it's to win the Jimmy Johnson frame print. Okay, right. That just about wraps it up. It's just a wee short one tonight. Hopefully John's back tomorrow for the post-match podcast. Hopefully. And tomorrow I'll go into a wee bit more detail about why I'm asking anybody that's watching the podcast to share it. Don't even need to hit the like button. Just share the podcast on Facebook, Twitter, or just share it with a friend if you don't mind, because the strike against the channel means the views are going to go away down again. So if you could just share the podcast with whoever you can, that would be very much appreciated. So thanks for that. So we'll wrap it up there for tonight, folks. We'll do the post-match podcast tomorrow. Good luck to Celtic tomorrow in the Buckie Thistle game. It'll be good to see the boys back in action. I'm looking forward to it. 4 o'clock kick-off. Game's on Viaplay. So as I say, good luck to the Hoops tomorrow. And if you're going along to the game tomorrow, just wrap up well because it's freezing cold outside. It's pouring the rain. It's going to be a miserable day tomorrow. Just wrap up well. And then just get yourself to the game and home safely as well. Okay, folks, thanks very much for viewing. Just remember to share the video if you can. And as I say, I think it'll be 7-0 to Celtic tomorrow. Hopefully that's the case. It'd be it'd be good to see Celtic banging in the goals tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, as I say, John's back tomorrow, and we'll see you all tomorrow for the post match. So thanks for viewing, and we'll catch you all later. Hail, hail. Bye for now.